Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. Thank you for tuning in. The sounds you are hearing right now.
Yo.
Yeah.
Are the sounds that Can't Tell Us Nothing, an improv group out of Houston, Texas. It's four dynamic people, four incredible fireballs of humans that come together and form a supernova. One of those people is Amici.
Hey.
Can you
I
feel
did
that?
9 seconds. I was expecting Tiny to be first. Tiny's always first. Let's do that again. Let's do that again.
Okay.
Let's do it again. Right. I'm ready now.
One of those is Amici.
What's up, everybody?
Better. Another one of those is Tandy.
Hey.
Yeah, another one, John.
What up?
And myself is Antoine. And like I said, we form Can't Tell Us Nothing. And this is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. What is this show? What are you listening to right now? This show is a show where we take opinions, discussions, topics, turn those into improv scenes on the spot. There'll be characters, there'll be plot, there'll be twists, there'll be turns, there'll be callbacks. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be hilarious. And to inspire those scenes, sometimes we have a special guest. Today's special guest is comedian, world traveler, producer, event producer, consultant, Debbie Silverman.
Yeah.
What's up, you guys? I know my title is confusing. I just made business cards, and I was even like, what do I put on the business cards? You can't put all of
you
it
want.
on your resume.
You right.
Whatever you want. How's it going, Debbie?
It's really good. It's really nice to be here. It's really nice to be around like funny people online. Cool.
Aw. Nice. Thank you for taking the time to join us. You've been organizing events during COVID, during this whole pandemic stuff. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's been great. COVID inspired a lot of beautiful things that have happened. I've created a company called Fifth Wave Productions, which is producing some comedy shows called Comedy Garden. And it's in a field garden.
A field garden.
A field garden. Most people at the first couple of shows were like, there's no garden here. But then I pull out the sweet potatoes.
Uh-huh.
And everyone believes it's a garden after that point. And they're also like, why am I getting this? So it's also really confusing.
Do you pull them out of the ground right in front of them?
Ask. Thank you, Antoine. I wanted to know. How did
that would be amazing. But it's dark by the end of the night. And so me and my friend Joanna, she runs Just Blooms Gardens, and she runs that garden. And so we go before the show and do the dirty work. Just for the people, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a giver to the audience.
Nice. I love it if you were like, check under your feet and they look down and you just pull out sweet potatoes between their legs. It's a garden.
Well,
The garden
or
is-
they pulled out sweet potatoes and it's actually them working.
You think you're at a show? You're really
You get a few jokes and then you do some work.
Exactly. The
All right, if
garden.
you want to see next comedian, we need 2 more sweet potatoes.
When the show isn't going great, that's a good deflection. And here's a sweet potato. I become like Oprah for the sweet potatoes.
Yeah, just like pitching them out of a t-shirt cannon.
Exactly.
Fun.
Oh man.
There's only a couple injuries every night.
That's a good show. If someone got injured at a show and you heard about it, you're like, I wonder what's going on at that show.
Yes.
I might check that out.
I want to be that.
Seems dangerous. Yeah, I've seen a few pictures on Instagram. You got people sitting in gaps in between chairs, socially distanced. How have people been reacting to that setup?
It has been. It got a write-up in the Chronicle recently, actually, because it's just like, it's interesting that how do I rephrase this? It's interesting that I am the only one adapting these shows to be outdoors and be COVID safe. So like for this specific show, Comedy Garden, it's once a month, but it's BYOB BYOC/B. So bring your own beer and chairs and blankets. And you can sit wherever, and it's all scattered. It's just like really good vibes. And everyone there really wants to be there. Like it's their choice. It's not like they're pre-pandemic that, their girlfriend dragged them to some comedy show. Like everyone is really stoked to be there, which is amazing.
That's awesome. I'm glad it's working out. Yeah, I imagine it's been pretty tough for comedians during this time.
Oh, yeah. And it's great. I have access to all the best comics because no one has work right now. So, yeah.
Easy softball question. Who's the funniest comedian in Houston?
Ooh. That's the bottom of the show. There's a lot of funny comics on the show. There's a show coming up on December 19th, and it's my best lineup yet. I have comics from out of the city who are back in Houston because of COVID. So I have like Sam Damaris from LA. I have Grace Africa, who is pop famous, and she's amazing, but it's a great lineup. So some of the best Houston comics are going to be there. So.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. That is awesome.
How did you get into stand-up?
Okay. So,
yeah.
Y'all being improvisors, I started improv thinking it was stand-up.
Okay. Oh, no, that's not an unusual confusion. It's not an odd confusion. A lot of people confuse the two.
Yeah, no, I was one of them. So I signed up for Station Theater, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to learn stand-up. And then I get there, and they're like, yes, and I was like, I don't think I'm in the right place.
That brings up an interesting question, and I don't know if you've actually experienced it since, but in your opinion, can you teach stand-up?
Yes and no. You can teach like the outline to a joke, like the joke structure. You can teach that, but you can't teach someone to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's inherent. I believe everyone should try. If they have a passion to do something, they should do it. But it doesn't mean everyone's good at it.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds so bad to say, but like,
no,
it's not.
So, there's not ever been one time where everybody was the fastest person in the world. There's just different levels, the different things. Some people have more talent in areas than others. But I agree with you. I think if that is something you want to do, you should pursue it. You may not end up being the comic, but you may end up being someone who helps produce comedy shows, right? You may have an eye in finding somebody who's funny, right? Which to me is a good talent as well. But I don't think everybody I don't think everybody needs a participation badge in comedy.
No, I completely agree. And that's actually a good point about like the producing side. Because now that I am producing shows, I'm like, I'm not funny and I shouldn't be on the shows. I'm just going to find the people who are funny to be on the shows.
How did you come to that realization? What allowed you to realize and say to yourself, I'm not funny? I'm not saying you're not, but you think you're not. So why is that?
Why?
Okay, so this is also the difference between improvisers and stand-up comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Improvisers are like naturally just out there and fun and like outgoing and confident, and they have stable jobs and they have homes. Stand-up comics. Stand-up comics don't usually have homes or jobs or families or happiness. They're usually really depressed, and it's hugely competitive. Man, this is funny to be saying this to y'all because usually it's the other side. You know, it's the stand-up comedians are like improvisers. Ugh. But they're just jealous of y'all's stability, honestly.
Yeah. It is what it is. Like,
Yes.
First, that was hilarious. So you are funny. Not funny anymore. Antoine.
Thank you. We cut to 4 comedians meeting up at a bar. Oh, look, here comes Amici.
Oh shit.
That guy.
I heard he went out on a date with an improviser.
Man, that sounds like Amici, man.
That does sound like Amici.
You know what that means, though, right?
What does that mean?
He had a full meal. That guy was not sucking on sugar packs and looking to see who left what on a plate so they can eat, so we could eat. Man, if he's dating an improviser,
don't think about jumping sides.
I know, man. You still complaining about that sugar pack I made you?
I mean, it was nice. I appreciate it. Yeah, it got me through. Where'd you
get that sugar pack, John? Remember where you got that one?
I think he got that at was it IHOP? I remember
IHOP.
I remember the label on it. I just remember seeing that.
Yeah. Look, man, I know what you're thinking, Tandy.
Yeah.
You're thinking, sure, it must have been nice staying in a warm bed with lights and heat and a dog that you can love because he's well fed, you know. But you know what, man? Fuck all of that, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
It's about this mic.
You right. You right.
I'm living and dying by this mic. Last night I bombed, but they didn't get me off the stage. I slept right there on the stage. You can't take me off the stage.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
That's why you go last every night.
That's why you go last.
To get that.
It's strategic.
Yeah,
and sometimes I wait, until they clean up a little more and forget that I gotta go on my set, and I do my set where everybody leaving so I can get real cozy on stage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a strategy. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right.
Hey guys, there you are.
Hey,
you're sitting in the dark. You're sitting in the darkest corner of this bar. What's I couldn't find you.
Man, don't come over there with that good smelling shampoo.
Thank you. You used to sit in the dark. Don't act like you don't know.
Because this table is super uneven, they let us sit here without buying any drinks.
That's right.
We get to just drink water here at this table because no one wants to sit here.
Don't put your water down on the table or it's going to spin.
That's not, wait, that's not water. That's not water.
It's got bubbles in it.
You got
what are you drinking, man?
You got a lime in it?
Yeah, I got a soda water, seltzer.
They got soda and water?
I have not had anything with bubbles in it in 3 years, man. What
is going on, Amici?
I mean, yeah.
I heard you went out on a date, Amici.
Tell him.
On a date with one of them improvers.
You know.
Actually, it's still going on. It's a really long day. It's been like 3 days. She keeps saying yes, and we keep doing new things.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man.
But it's good. I mean, she got me this drink just now. She's something she knows. So I'm over here with you guys for a bit.
Look, I don't want to warn you, man, but you keep hanging out with her and staying on this date, man, you're going to get soft. Next thing you know, you're going to want somebody to support your jokes, man.
Exactly.
Get behind
the hard edge.
Your back.
When it's just one person, one mic stand,
one mic
alone.
You bring the strength to the stage all by yourself. You carry that or you drop it, whatever, but it's all on you, man.
All on you.
It's all on you, man.
Individual.
Man, didn't we tell you what happened to us when we went to an improv class, man?
What happened?
Well, first of all, I went in there because I thought it was a Subway, and I went to get a sandwich. Next thing I know, it's people touching on my back and pushing on me and hugging, making all these weird train sounds and shit. Scared the shit out of me, man. I didn't know if it was a mental hospital or not.
We cut to that improv class.
What are you doing? Look, excuse me, man. I don't know what's going on here, man. I just wanted me an Italian BMT. That's all I was trying to get.
Italian? You heard
Italian?
that? Arrivederci. Arrivederci.
A bowl of spaghetti.
A bowl of spaghetti.
A bowl of spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
And scenes. And that is what it's like to be in an improv class.
The first couple of levels.